Live from the School of Media Arts and Design, this is JMU Today.
Coming up on JMU Today, a few tips to help you study for finals. But first, how our government is still pushing peace. Hi, I'm Kristen Darby.
And I'm Artis. The Bush administration is leading a new effort to reach a peace agreement in the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The representatives from the two groups met with President Bush in the Oval Office yesterday to issue a joint statement to initiate the process. Both sides still need to resolve many issues, including whether or not to divide the city of Jerusalem. Both sides have said that they are willing to negotiate and sacrifice to reach their common goal of peace in the region.
After 60 years, Nazi archives are now available to the public. The International Tracing Service has granted access to over 50 million pages of concentration camp records. The ITS is used to trace missing persons, reunite families, and provide documentations of Nazi persecution. The archives files document 17.5 million people. If these records were put into a line, they would stretch over 16 miles.
3 nights of rioting in the streets of Paris have caused numerous damages and injuries. The violence began after a motorbike collision with a patrol car. 2 young boys were killed in the incident. Police declared their innocence, claiming the 2 boys drove through a red light. In a southern suburb city, 20 cars were burned and 2 libraries were set ablaze. In a northern Paris suburb, 22 arrests were made as a result of yet another riot. French President Nicolas Sarkozy tried to restore order today.
The president of Pakistan, Pervez Musharraf, resigned today. Musharraf was the country's military leader for 8 years. The former military chief was given a farewell ceremony at the Army's headquarters and ends a 46-year term in the armed forces. Musharraf has chosen General Kiani to be his replacement.
A British teacher in Sudan is being charged with insulting the Islamic religion because of a classroom teddy bear named Muhammad. Jillian Gibbons has been arrested after parents complained about the name of their children's class mascot. Under Sudan's law, Gibbons faces the possibility of 40 lashes, jail time, and fines. The head of Unity High School has defended Gibbons, saying she made an innocent mistake and never meant to cause offense. The British Embassy is providing assistance to Gibbons.
At JMU, students volunteer around the world. Over 27 alternative spring break trips will be offered through community service learning this March. The idea for this type of trip began in 1993 with a trip to Florida after Hurricane Andrew. Now to JMU Today's Alan Bizet for more.
Typically, we're just going to work with adults.
This spring, student-led groups of about 10 people each will volunteer in locations ranging from West Virginia to Jamaica.
North Carolina!
According to CSL's website, these trips are drug and alcohol-free and allow students to understand social issues. These conditions make ASBs an alternative to the traditional spring break. The interim ASB assistant director said JMU's program is considered a model in the nation. She said that we are in the top 3 schools for the number of ASB trips we organize.
And we have adults and children, but our focus will be on the children.
The CSL trips are led by 2 students and 1 learning partner, typically a professor. To lead a trip, a student needs to have been on an ASB before. The trips used to be first come, first serve, but became so popular that a lottery is used now. For JMU Today, I'm Alan Bizet.
Sign up for the lottery ended today. Those lucky students with lottery numbers can go to the festival tomorrow to find out what trips they are on.
It is likely that your home isn't worth as much as it used to be. Home prices in the United States fell by an average of 4.5% last month. Some economists believe that this decline in the housing market indicates that the U.S. economy is heading for a recession. The decline in average prices was the largest since economists began to track home prices in 1987.
The disappearance of 23-year-old Stacy Peterson is being considered a possible homicide. Police are now searching for a blue plastic barrel, which could contain Peterson's body. It is not clear why police are making the barrel a focus in their search. Peterson's husband, Drew, is a suspect in the disappearance, which has led authorities to re-examine the death of Drew's third wife. Drew denies any involvement in either case. The Thanksgiving holiday primetime ratings are in, and CBS has won. 9 of its shows, including CSI, were in the top 20. According to Nielsen Media Research, ABC came in second. ABC broadcast the week's most watched show, Dancing with the Stars.
Red Cross President and CEO Mark Everson resigned from his position on Tuesday. The Red Cross Board of Governors asked Everson to step down after the discovery of a personal relationship between Everson and a subordinate employee. Everson worked in the Bush administration and Internal Revenue Service until the Red Cross hired him last May. In a written statement, Everson stated he was leaving his job for personal and family reasons.
A local organization is working to find homes for stranded animals across the area. JMU Today's Mickey McDonald has the story.
The Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals opened its Harrisonburg offices in 1974. Since then, the local SPCA has taken in almost 5,000 animals per year. The SPCA takes in strays found without homes, pets that may have behavioral problems, or pets whose families can't keep them due to a relocation or difficult living situation. The organization is run by a group of board members, but much of the work around the shelter is done by volunteers. According to a staff member, over 75% of volunteers are students from the Harrisonburg area. The SPCA says that while many volunteers come in to fulfill community service requirements for sports teams or degrees, many are just looking to make a new friend.
I just enjoy animals, and it's fun, easy way to volunteer, and I just enjoy this type of volunteer work.
While the SPCA works hard to find a home for all its pets, only about 20% are eventually adopted. So, if you or someone you know is interested in owning a pet, head down to the local SPCA and help save a life. Reporting for